It is Go4LoL round number 4, Team 2Min blue team. We've got Team vVv on the purple team here. I'm hitting my microphone all over the place. This is another Regard Shoutcast from Team Rage. We've got Nikantor. Thank you again, Nikantor, for last minute kind of stepping in here and helping out. And as always, the first thing we've got to check out when it comes to the video on demand is who wins the skin battle. And I think it is 1, 2, 3 over 1. So vVv's got this.
Actually, no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
vVv game. Yeah, they have Janna.
Oh yeah, the Janna one. Janna.
Yeah.
That's true. It's very true. So it should be interesting. However, I really feel like team lineup-wise, Team 2Min really has kind of the advantage. We will see here. We've got a Nocturne jungle over a Skarner jungle. That should be really interesting. Both Skarner and Nocturne are pretty strong counter junglers because of their AoE damage and the amount of time they take to clear camps. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we see some pretty early game fast action going on between those two.
Yeah, like she did cast it, and I think he did make a mistake somewhere. So I'm kind of interested in seeing what he did after he PM'd, "Hey, FML, I'm not playing Cassidon ever again."
Well, we shall see. It is a single elimination, best out of 1. So, I mean, whoever wins this one goes on. Whoever loses it, they will go on to play another Go4LoL in the future. So, we shall see. We've got vVv purple. We've got Team 2Min here on the blue, and it looks like 2Min just kind of trolling, sitting in the middle lane there. Very interested to see where Skarner starts off with. It looks like he's going to start with boots and pots. I'm a little bit surprised. You can kind of go two ways with Skarner, the boots and the pots, or a health regen, health pendant, and mana pot. Or, excuse me, not mana pot, but health pot.
Oh, and they're coming in for a level 1 gank. How far are you in to the spectator mode?
1 minute 15 seconds.
Alright, okay. Because for some reason, skipped the first 36 seconds for me.
Oh, that's kind of weird. Yeah, we should be both viewing at the same amount of time now. It looks like they're just going to back out, and it looks like actually vVv is going to make their way towards 2 minutes blue, because right now 2Min is sitting, they have their entire team literally sitting together. It's like one giant big group hug down there, like, hey guys, let's get a big group hug in.
That's very creative, not gonna lie. You don't see that much.
And they are all hanging around there. It looks like Nunu, Misfortune, and Skarner are going to pick up a little bit of experience out of that wolf camp, so that should give bottom lane a little bit more experience. And when it comes to starting off that way, and Nocturne not even finishing off. No, he did finish off the camp, it looks like, and he's going to start to. No, he didn't. He left the two small wolves there.
Captain America is checking his blue buff.
Oh, and there goes the taunt in onto Skarner, or excuse me, not Skarner, but Nocturne. Nocturne is also ignited right now. The flash in from Captain America, and almost falling there fast was Arcraft with Nocturne. Very good heads-up play from Captain America going in and checking the blue buff. Now, it looks like he did get the blue buff. He has started with Cloth and 5 pots, so he is going to be able to make his way back into the jungle and clear up and stay relatively same level when it comes to Skarner. However, we see Skarner has already got the blue buff. It looks like left a little bit at the blue camp, and that's going to be a heavily counter-jungled Nocturne.
Yeah, I think that's actually pretty. I'm gonna say Arcraft that played that like really good, because midway through the fight he levels up his fear, and that fear is the thing that saved him in that fight, or else it'll be first blood for Shen.
Absolutely. If he didn't level that up, if he didn't hit level 2 on those and that blue buff and didn't put that fear down, he wouldn't have lived. So that was a great heads-up play. Good heads-up play by Irelia as well. Flares coming down there. And so no first blood, but pretty heavy counter jungle. We kind of called that early on. Both of them, Nocturne and Skarner, big AoE junglers. You know, Nocturne with his passive and also his Dusk Trail, and or Duskbringer, excuse me, and then Skarner with his Crystal Slash. So not too surprised. Now, bottom lane here, it looks like Misfortune already down to about half health, and it looks like both Janna and Corki have not taken any damage, so a little bit surprised there. We see some trades going off with Irelia and Shen, otherwise not too much. And right now, Flair's in a bad situation. Skarner comes in there, laying down some slows onto Irelia. Irelia is going to have to burn her flash very early on in the laning phase and head out of there. That lane is really far pushed, and I think she's going to lose a lot of creep score here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Skarner. I mean, Nocturne did gank mid, and he did make Ziggs waste his flash. So yeah.
So we also have Ziggs wasting his flash down middle. Right now, Skarner is just camping this tri-brush, waiting for Irelia to make the wrong move. The ping goes off on Irelia. I think he's going to wait for this creep camp to go by and start to make his way there. And I think Flares kind of knows that he's there. I'm not entirely sure. And he's going to back off. It looks like he's actually going to go in and probably take... Yeah, he's going to go in after Nocturne's red. Wow. This could be dangerous. Nocturne is coming in there, and he doesn't know that Skarner's there.
Nocturne's really low though, so yeah.
Nocturne is really low. There goes the pings. Arcraft is pinging like crazy, wanting to get vVv in there. The ping goes off. Skarner in a bad situation, lays down a spell shield. He has feared Skarner. Skarner now finds himself in a 3v1. He is ignited. Ziggs goes in there, lays down his satchel charge, and it looks like Skarner is going to get out of there scotch-free with the red buff. Great heads-up play from Team 2Min, and it looks like, oh, Captain America is out for blood right now. He faints in there. Kassadin is in there. Kassadin's going to get out just in the nick of time. Wow. And it looks like there's going to be no exchange. However, Skarner, once again, getting kind of the heads up on that one. He's going to take red buff and carry on.
That was good by xPhaxen. I mean, yeah, xPhaxen, because he laid down Satchel Charge so perfectly that Irelia and Kassadin, they both couldn't do anything for like 2 seconds because they hit the wall. That was really good.
Some big exchanges going on down bottom lane. We see Corki has taken a lot of damage from Misfortune. Misfortune's at about half health. Corki, a little over a quarter health left right now. And Nunu's just going in there. He's going to continue to kind of snowball out there. The shield goes off onto Corki, so he's going to focus his damage over to Janna. Janna, of course, does not have any sustain. She does have the shield to prevent damage, but if she gets hit before preventing the damage is going to be done. Heading over to mid lane, I'm kind of a little bit surprised. We do see the level advantage right now. vVv is level 4. xPhaxen on Ziggs right now is level 5. And we're kind of not, I guess, not too totally surprised by that. And I want to take a look at the CS advantage. Ziggs right now with 37, and Kassadin falling behind pretty fast early on with only 18 CS.
Yeah, Kassadin is bad. Like, the champion is really, like, bad at CSing because, first of all, he's an AP carry and he's a melee. So when he tries to go for the last hits, he does get harassed a lot.
We see a lot more counter jungling going on. Nocturne is in Skarner's jungle right now, and it looks like he is going to take all but one small Wraith.
Yeah, because he doesn't want it to spawn by the time he gets there. So yeah, that's how you counter jungle now. It's pretty lame because it's like a 1 minute cooldown.
It's lame, but it also does leave an effect, especially early on when you want those quick levels and you want that quick gold. So while it is kind of lame, it is pretty effective because right now Skarner, he doesn't have the 50 gold from that big Wraith there. Now we do see Skarner starting to make his way towards the towards Nocturne's jungle. Nocturne is heading up towards the northern jungle, and I'm a little bit surprised because the blue buff is going to be up in about 20-30 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, actually no.
Actually, that's right. It won't because they left the small camps behind. So the blue buff, both teams' blue buff is probably going to appear at about a little over 8 minutes for both of them.
Yeah, especially Skarner is going to appear before Nocturne because Nocturne ganked mid, so he lost a lot of time. Where just Skarner just cleared his whole jungle, and yeah.
I think right now xPhaxen on Team 2Min is just not afraid of being ganked. He is just pushing that lane far, and look at the damage he's able to put down onto Kassadin when Kassadin just comes back from lane. And they have matched now levels. Ziggs is still up in CS. He's up 48 right now to 29, and like we said, we're not too totally surprised, but vVv's going to have to do a good job of keeping that under control and keeping up with Ziggs. Otherwise, he's going to get snowballed a lot faster. Oh, and there he goes. He rip walks in, trying to do some damage on Nocturne. Is coming around the bend right now. Big time damage going off onto xPhaxen, who is going to try to jump out of there. He is feared, and there goes first blood to Kassadin. Great pickup for vVv, and they needed that.
Yeah, that was a good gank by Nocturne. Hey, do you know Pobelter?
Yes.
Do you know Pobelter and xPhaxen are brothers?
I did not know that. Now, we do see, we're going to finish that in a second here. We see a gank going on up top. Right now, Irelia is taking some pretty big damage from Shen and Skarner. The Ignite is off. She's trying to use her ultimate to lifesteal off. The Flare has worn off. However, excuse me, the Ignite wore off. And Skarner is going to be able to get the kill with his Crystal Slash. And Nocturne is going to make his way up there to kind of clear out the lane and get that lost experience from Irelia, the lost CS.
Yeah, so I guess they're replying back, hey, you're gonna gank mid, it's okay, we're gonna gank top and get a kill too, and we're gonna damage your tower.
And right now they are up in gold. They're up by about 400 gold. And yeah, like you said, they're just doing a good job of camping this tower. Skarner is level 6. He does have his ultimate. He didn't use it on Irelia, so that's a good heads-up play from Arcraft too, saying, you know what, that's a really dangerous situation. Even though it's under your own tower, when the enemy has a Skarner, that ultimate can make it so it's not under the tower, and that could be a dead Nocturne, so good heads-up play by him. Now we do see Ziggs is up a full level over Kassadin right now. Kassadin getting pretty close to hitting level 7. However, xPhaxen on Ziggs is about halfway up to 7. We see some exchanges going down on bottom. It looks like Team 2Min right now. Both of them, Misfortune and Nunu, are down about half health. Cork's doing a good job of keeping up in CS, it looks like. He's got 50. Actually, he's not. He's down by about 14. Misfortune's got 64. and he's got about 51 right now.
Yeah, and Nunu's also CSing a little bit. Like Nunu has 6 CS too, so that does make a difference to compare to Janna, who only has no CS.
Now we do see the blue pickup starting to happen here. Rcraft on Nocturne starting to give the blue buff over to Kassadin. Blue buff Kassadin is a scary thing, especially after level 6. He's able to rift walk pretty much at any point, and you see him starting to make his way down toward bottom lane. Nunu is sitting in that bush there. Nunu could be in a bad situation. Nunu is there. Kassadin does do the rift walk in. He lays down his silence and slow onto Nunu. Nunu is slowed right now. It's Misfortune with her slow as well, making it rain. She's going to turn around and do some damage onto Kassadin and start to make his way out of there. They know that right now, Nunu and Misfortune, you can't tower dive him. Might as well back off.
Yeah, especially since Nunu does have his heal up. I see a lot of Nunus, especially in Europe. I mean, yeah, in Europe, like they run heal exhaust Nunu. They don't really like to have that escape. So that's pretty interesting. And Team TwoMin is doing the same thing.
Good heads up play. Oh, there goes the Nocturne out. Nocturne is going to ult onto Ziggs. Ziggs right now taking some big time damage. He is feared, and Rcraft on Nocturne is going to pick up the kill. So that is going to be a 2-for-1 kill lead right now for Team vVv, and they're going to make up the gold advantage that they're missing on CS. They now have 11.8 to the 11.6 that Team TwoMin has. Now, while you were talking there, Nikantor, you missed top lane. I don't know if you saw it all, but Irelia doing a great job of escaping a potential gank. Skarner wasted his ultimate on Irelia, and Shen also, he fainted in, or excuse me, shadow dashed in. However, Irelia with a great heads-up play did her blade surge onto a minion and got out of there. Almost scot-free.
Yeah, I mean, right now, like, despite them having first blood and the first kill, the goal lead is just, wow, it's like practically the same. It just, because, Slacko, what's his name, Vesaman, yeah, like his CS is making such a big difference because he is like almost 30 CS behind Ziggs, and that's like 600 gold.
Now we are 11.5 minutes into the game. We do see ping starting to go off towards Dragon. Shen does not have teleport. It doesn't look like Irelia has teleport either. So both of them sitting at top lane, and we might see a 4v4 Dragon fight come up pretty soon here. I'm not entirely sure, man. Shen is just doing a lot of damage. Sorry, what's that?
Chen does have teleport, you know, his ultimate.
Oh, he does have his ultimate, that's right.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. And if you look up top, I'm surprised. Irelia is just not able to keep up and sustain over Shen right now. Irelia is, it looks like she's leveling up to her hidden style first, so she is getting her lifesteal back first, and there goes the ultimate to heal up a bit, but she's just not able to out-sustain him at all.
Yeah, she's doing so much damage from Shen. That's why Shen is so strong. That's why he's always banned in every game, usually.
Scary situation coming down bottom. Skarner's starting to make his way up for the Ninja Gang. They do not know he's in there. Now, if he does go into this bush up towards vVv, they are going to know because they have a ward there. So they're starting to kind of play a little bit safe. They don't know yet Skarner is in there. However, Skarner, does he have flash up? No, he does not have flash. They do know that he is in there, and they're just going to back off and hide under their turret. He does have his ultimate up, though, so if he runs in there... Oh, and it looks like Nunu's going to ultimate underneath the turret. Taking a lot of CS. Skarner's starting to make up. It looks like they're actually trying to clear out the minions so Skarner could come in and ultimate, but Janna with her tornado just makes it so hard for them to go in and gank, and she's going to lay down her ultimate, kick them out away from the tower.
I think they should fight that, because I think Kassadin should come, because Nunu has no mana.
Well, it looks like Kassadin is starting to make his way down towards the river. The first turret of the game is going to fall for Team 2Min as Kassadin starts to make his way down the river. Right now, Phaxen is in a bad situation. No, excuse me, Vosman might be in a bad situation on Kassadin, but Nunu's starting to make his way back. We see the pink ward get laid down, so there's going to be no ward for Team 2Min at Dragon. The pink ward down for vVv. And it looks like a little bit of a standoff. They're just kind of both sitting there waiting to see who's going to make the first move.
Actually, I think they're going to go for Dragon because Irelia is at mid lane.
Irelia is at mid lane, however, Shen, as we were talking about before, does have his ultimate, so really at any time he can make his way in. They don't even need a ward there in order to do it. They don't know whether or not they're taking the dragon. You see
they're going to take it now because they did see Misfortune give it away that they don't have a ward here by making it rain.
So we do see the damage starting to go down. Shen has not started ulting yet. There goes the Misfortune ultimate. The Ziggs ultimate as well. Big time damage down, and it looks like they are going to steal Dragon. Nocturne with the ultimate onto Misfortune. She is going to flash out of there and get out pretty free. And it looks like the only person that is going to fall is Skarner. However, more or less worth it. Kassadin is starting to make his way through. Kassadin getting the snowball from Nunu. Kassadin, he does see that Misfortune is low. Misfortune is going to get ignited and rift walk onto, and Kassadin is going to fall. Misfortune is going to fall to Kassadin. Kassadin Cassidy is still in there. The exhaust onto Corki.
Wow.
And it looks like it's going to be a 1-for-2 exchange, excuse me, an 0-for-2 exchange, and Dragon is going to go
and
to
top tower.
And top tower. So even though 2 kills did go to vVv, that is going to be a great exchange when it comes to Team 2Min, because oh, and it looks like Nocturne actually in a bad position right now. Nocturne is going to get hit by the slow from Nunu. Nunu does get hit by a tornado. The bouncing bomb is going to take out Arcraft, and Nunu is still pursuing Janna. He's going to start taking some tower aggro. Might not be the best situation. However, Captain America is in here. There goes Janna, and Janna is going to fall fast to Captain America. Great heads-up play from Team 2Min, and that's deceptive, the score right now. Yeah, it's 2-for-2, but also the Dragon and the turret, and actually Corki in a bad situation. Nunu with his ultimate slowing him down just enough, and Shen is going to come in there. Actually, Nunu is going to pick up the kill with his ultimate onto Corki, and that just turned into a 3-for-2 exchange in favor of Team 2Min, as well as Dragon, as well as the top turret. So you see the gold advantage. Yeah, and blue buff it looks like is going to go over there as well. I wonder if they're going to give that to Nunu. I have to assume they'll give it to Nunu just so he has a little bit more. Yeah, they're going to give it to Nunu.
Oh, no, they're going to give it to Shen.
Did they give it to Shen?
Yeah,
they did give it to Shen.
Because it does give him energy regen.
So it wasn't even exchange, a 3-for-3 exchange. However,
3-for-2.
Excuse me, 3-for-2. You're right. I appreciate you correcting me there. It was a 3-for-2 exchange. However, that Dragon, that turret, that blue buff, really Team 2Min taking advantage of just bad positioning on vVv. And I'm kind of surprised. You know, you said that they were going to go in for that Dragon. I'm a little surprised they did it. It felt like it was a bad situation for them to go in at Dragon.
No, they could have. They could have easily taken Dragon. It's just that it was too late because Nunu did back off, and then Nunu came back when they started Dragon. So yeah, because Nunu had no mana. Arcraft knew that, yet they still hesitated to take Dragon.
No ward up at top lane. Skarner is sitting up there. Actually, there is a ward for Team 2Min. However, Irelia doesn't have one. Irelia is going to start to make her way back. That's one of the things about having a turret that's down is you have no tower to go back to. And once you start extending like that, you are pretty far extended with no turret to go back to. And a Skarner in there, he does have his ultimate up. Smart play by Irelia to go back. So it looks like everybody's going to regroup after that big fight. I mean, really, that was a giant fight. Oh, there goes Cassidy in with the Rift Walk. He's able to take chunks out of Faxen, who's playing Ziggs right now. Ziggs is going to use his actual. Doesn't go out. Yeah, Nocturne is in there. Sorry about that. Nocturne is taking big-time damage from Skarner. He's going to fall fast to Skarner. Now, right now, it's Irelia who's in a bad situation. Both the Shen and the Skarner is on her. However, the Skarner ult is down. She is ignited, so she's not going to heal. Skarner is in there, and he's able to do a good amount of damage. Captain America with a beautiful, beautiful ultimate. It is not enough to save him from the turret damage, so Irelia will pick up the kill from Skarner, and right now Captain America kind of in a bad position. Cassidy is there. Cassidy is able to deal a good amount of burst damage. We'll see if he'll be able to get out of there. The Rift Walk in, there goes the silence. However, a great heads-up play from Shen. Shen is dealing damage back to him and almost killing him. However, Cassidy will come up with the kill. That was a great exchange. I thought for a second there Shen would have been able to take it,
yeah,
and we see bottom lane Corki taking out Misfortune. So good heads-up play by vVv, who want to stay in this one.
That was pretty good by Skarner. He went and took the red buff, and they caught a Nocturne, and then they also caught Irelia.
So smart plays by both teams. I mean, really, vVv needed that. They needed Nocturne to make his way up there and kill Shen. Right now, Shen is 1-1-3. He is CSing pretty nice. He's got 101 CS. Irelia right now with 105, so he's keeping up with her in CS, and he actually has.
But they're gonna get bot tower.
Yeah, they're gonna grab bottom tower. So vVv doing a good job keeping close with them. They are down by about 1k gold, but they're sticking pretty close. Both teams have 2 turrets down. Mid turret for vVv, or excuse me, mid turret for Team 2Min, and bottom for Team 2Min is out. Bottom and top are out for vVv right now. So relatively close game so far.
Yeah, just a Dragon that's making the difference here in gold lead, and 1 kill.
Well, we also talked pretty highly right now. Oh, Shen was hiding behind that bush there, and right now, Cassidy in a bad situation. Cassidy getting burst down pretty fast. He's going to be able to Rift Walk out of there, though, and Ziggs wastes his ultimate. I'm kind of surprised Ziggs laid down his ultimate, especially with Cassidy being able to Rift Walk out like that. I don't know if that was the best of calls.
No, I think he thought that they had more CC there because Shen did taunt him, but Ziggs ultied way too late, so yeah. But I guess that was worth it for Team vVv because they did waste Ziggs' ulti.
It should be noted that Cassidy, already 18 minutes in the game, does have his Rod of Ages, and that's a pretty big pickup for Cassidy. Cassidy, up until then, has kind of a tough job. We do see the top tower falling for blue, so now it's 3 turrets to 1. So right now, vVv actually does have the turret advantage, and that is still not going to be quite enough to get them the gold advantage. They're still down by about 400 gold, but that Rod of Ages on Cassidy is extremely important, especially when you start making your way into mid-game.
But yeah, Cassidy be roaming like all game long. That's why he's 3-0-2. So that's actually working really good for him. Because Cassidy's a champion, he needs to roam. He needs to get his money because he's not really that great at CSing. So yeah, Ziggs might have more CS than him, but Cassidy does have more kills.
Taking a look at the matchups too, Corki right now really doing a good job over Misfortune. He is 2-1-0, whereas Misfortune is 0-2. And you kind of see that in items. You've got the you already got Boots 2 with the Zerker Greaves onto Corki right now. And we see a little bit of exchanges going on between the two. Able to Blade Surge in there is Flares on Irelia. But we do see Corki with the early item advantage, or mid-game item advantage.
Yeah, just Shen and Skarner are going to be so strong in team fight. That's going to like really throw Team vVv off. Because Shen's Gunner is going to do so much damage. It's like, wow.
And I'm kind of surprised here. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about this, but Shen picked up a Doran's Blade over a shield when it comes to it. Usually you kind of see him, I would assume you'd see him pick up a shield for that health, and it looks like ping's already going off towards Baron.
I think he wanted to get a little bit lifesteal because Irelia does have the hidden style, which gives her a lot of sustainability. So I think Shen just picked it up just to get the lifesteal and stuff.
We really see Team TwoMin right now really want this mid tower. They really want to even up the towers and not allow vVv to get any sort of map control over them. And I have to assume that's why they're really kind of pushing this here. You see them taking out their blue buff, you see them taking out the red buff, and starting to just kind of make their way.
Dragon's up.
Oh, Dragon is up, and there are wards in here. So right now, Team TwoMin does know that vVv is in the vicinity. However, vVv does not know that this other team is in the vicinity.
Actually, yeah, they do have a ward around there. And I guess Flares did see their whole team.
So Shen is going to initiate onto the Dragon, and they're going to start to make their way over there. Some big-time damage from Ziggs, who starts to lay it down. He lays down his slow. Nunu with the ultimate as well, and they're just not going to allow anybody to come near there. However, the initiation from Nocturne, we see a big team fight. Misfortune with her ultimate as well. Arcraft on Nocturne just getting away. Ziggs is going to fall to Corki. Shen, however, takes out Nocturne. Then we see 2 more fall. Irelia falling to Skarner. Misfortune falls to Cassidy. Cassidy is going to also take out Skarner, excuse me. And it looks like Nunu is going to also fall. And right now, Corki and Cassidy are getting very fed. Two players you don't want to get fed. Shen is on the prowl though, looking to take out one of the stragglers here because Corki is pretty low, at least low enough for Shen.
That was such a good trade for Triple V. They 4-for-1 plus Nunu lost oracles. That's gonna really affect them, and they did make the lead even now. But the other team did pick up Dragon though. Team 2Min, they did pick up Dragons, so that's why they have 2 Dragons to Triple V's none. So that's why the goal advantage is so same. Yeah,
right now it's about 29k for both teams. Actually, Team 2Min is up by about 200 gold, but really they're kind of sticking, like you said, more or less the same. Now that's kind of an interesting way to take out Dragon, and I really liked it from Team 2Min. They really didn't try to do any damage. Like, they used the Nunu ultimate, and they also used the slow from Ziggs, the I believe it's called Satchel Charge. Let me see here. No, that's Satchel Charge.
Minecraft. I mean, it's
Minefield, Hextech Explosion, Minefield. They used it to really zone out vVv. Really, vVv had absolutely no chance of going in there because if they did, it was going to be a trap. They were going to get slowed, they were going to get CC'd, and they would have been singled out. So, kind of a good heads-up play from Team 2Min, being able to take that Dragon.
Before the fight actually started, Shen ultied Ziggs to give him the extra shield because he knew everybody's going to focus Ziggs. So that's pretty good by Shen.
However, right now, I really like the way vVv is playing right now. They really have a very fed Cassidy right now, who is 5-0-4. He's already got his Rod of Ages. He's got his Needlessly Large Rod and Magic Pen Boots. They also have Corki, who's 4-1 right now.
John. Yeah, Arcraft. Oh my God, Arcraft.
Bad positioning right now for Nocturne. Nocturne is going to be in there. There goes the ultimate from Ziggs. Corki's going to have to get out of there. The Nocturne ultimate. Nunu also lays down his ultimate. Bad positioning for vVv in 2 minutes, really taking advantage of that. Nocturne is going to fall, and right now Corki's in a bad situation, making it rain onto him. He's going to have to flash out of there. However, he is going to fall and die. Kassadin right now in a bad situation. He does take out Ziggs in the time. However, ultimate from Skarner onto Kassadin, and Kassadin is going to fall to misfortune. So everything that right now vVv had going for them, yeah, they're going to go for Baron. I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
right now,
Arcraft dying so quickly, like really like through the game there, like Jana got caught kind of because he was away from the team, and then Arcraft got caught. He got satchel charged by Ziggs, and now like wow,
everything
get picked up.
Everything that vVv had going for them right now just fell there, and we see right now Irelia just coming in and getting bursted down fast, going to fall to Captain America playing Shen. And right now, everything vVv had going for them, the advantage with Kassadin, the advantage with Corki, you can more or less kind of, I wouldn't say...
I think it's pretty much over now. Like, that advantage has really gone.
That was a very significant advantage. They also picked up Baron on that as well, so it was a 3-for-0 exchange with Irelia falling there. And also
4-for-1.
4-for-1, excuse me, you're right.
Because Corki died. The only one that survived was Jana.
You're right, because also Kassadin and Corki, Nocturne, and Irelia all fell. 4-for-1 exchange. Baron also went to Team 2Min and mid lane. That was just, I can't think of a better word than big play. That was just a very big play from Team 2Min.
That was a huge play.
And it was bad. It was a bad play from vVv. They just were in a bad position.
They got out of position, yeah. Our probably got caught out of position. He just died instantly. He didn't do any damage at all.
Right, so there just wasn't really anything he could do. Big pickup. So it'll be interesting to see what now vVv does to make up for this, if they can do something to make up for this. Nocturne isn't very tanky, and Nocturne really right now is off to a bad start. You actually saw when it came to all of the picks and bans, all of the bans were aimed for Arcraft. There was the Lee Sin, the Maokai, and the Shaco ban, so he had to pick Nocturne, and right now he's 1-4-5. He's not too tanky. He's got a Wriggles and a Heart of Gold and a Ruby Crystal. That's really not much, considering Kassadin right now has even more health than Nocturne.
Yeah, that's true. Like all the bans were focused on Arcraft, especially the Maokai and Shaco ban, because Arcraft did play Maokai the previous game, so they knew that they could see it in the match history.
So right now we see a little bit of a poke war going on in mid, and right now Team 2Min really just doing a good heads-up job of just clearing out the lanes, pushing the lanes forward. They're going to start warding up. You see a few wards in the I'm not sure, the Baron River, and they're starting to make their way down toward the Dragon River. The blue buff is up right now for Team vVv, and Corki might be in a bad situation. Nocturne once again in a bad place as he lays down his spell shield. However, the ultimate from Skarner is going to drag him in, and he is not going to stand a chance. Skarner picks up the kill on Nocturne, and Nocturne just continues to fall. There goes the blue buff. It's going to fall probably in the hands here of Ziggs. Yeah, Ziggs is going to pick it up, and that's going to be big right there. That might just be the proverbial nail in the coffin for Team vVv. You like that one, the nail in the coffin?
Yeah, I've heard of that. That was the first time hearing about that one.
Oh, come on. You had to have heard that one before. That's a classic sports one. We see Janna throwing in. Janna's just not able to really disrupt them enough with the tornado. They take that turret and they take it fast. And really right now, vVv has no way of initiating, whereas Team 2Min has 2 initiators, both with Shen. You see the Nunu ultimate start to go down, so they don't want to make their way anyway in there. Irelia does Blade Surge in there. However, Irelia's going to have to back out pretty fast. Skarner does take a good amount of damage. Ziggs is taking a lot of damage as well. And it looks like a turret being taken from Misfortune. Nocturne with the ultimate in. Wonderful Ziggs ultimate. Wow. Taking out both Janna and Corki. Ziggs is also going to take out Nocturne. And right now, vVv is going to be on the run. Kassadin is going to fall.
I think it's game over.
That's going to be more or less game in the favor of Team 2Min. It was Nocturne just finding himself in a bad position. And I'm not too sure why he ulted in. It was kind of a last-minute desperation. There goes the GG's.
There goes Surrender Road, yeah. Arcraft just made too many mistakes there. Like, they were in a good position. Arcraft died, they took Baron. They just completely turned the game around.
Well, it was a great game too. It really was going both ways for a lot of the game. It was in the favor of vVv for a little while there, but Team 2Min taking advantage of bad positioning on Nocturne, like you said, to get a 4-for-1 exchange and Baron and a turret, and after that, there was just nothing they could do.